Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. This tutorial is going to be using all e.l.f. products. So I've already started by priming my face with this e.l.f. Mineral Face Primer. This is the brightening one in lavender. Now I'm going to go in with the e.l.f. Acne Fighting Foundation. And this has the salicylic acid, witch hazel, camphor, tea tree, and aloe. And I'm going to just put that on with a sponge. I actually do have a few breakouts today, which is funny because earlier this week when I did my haul for this product, I was like, oh, I'm going to do an e.l.f. haul, and I got this acne product, but I don't have any acne right now. What happens? I get like 5 new pimples, so, you know, careful what you wish for, right, guys? I will say that this product is surprisingly, well, maybe not. e.l.f. has been known to, like, kind of copy the way other companies make their brand, like their bottles and their packaging. So I noticed that the bottle for this Acne Fighting Foundation is actually just like the Makeup Forever HD foundation and the matte velvet one. Alright, so next I'm going to go in with my e.l.f. bronzer. I'm going to use the bronzer and contouring blush and bronzing cream. And this is just a cream duo. I will say that that foundation I just used has a smell. It smells kind of medicated. Woo! I think this is the first time I've used the bronzer side. We're gonna have some fun blending. This is a small stipple brush from e.l.f. I'm also trying to use only e.l.f. products and e.l.f. tools. So, yeah, let's get to blending this sucker. Okay, it actually didn't take as long as I thought it would to blend that out. So, next I'm taking the e.l.f. blush brush, and this is the e.l.f. Pressed Mineral Blush in Coco Cabana. It's actually a very warm tone also, so it may come off as bronzer too, but I don't mind having a warm look. You know what I forgot to do was my concealer. Let's pause everything. I'm going to use the e.l.f. Under Eye Concealer Highlighting tool, and I can go back and touch up the blush. And I'm also going to use the highlighter on here, but I'm not going to use it just yet, so let me blend that out. I think my blush is still intact actually, so that worked out. So next I'm going to go in with the smudge pot, and today I'm going to be using Gotta Glow. I'm going to use that as eyeshadow primer. And I'm just using my finger. I find that these apply a lot easier with the finger. And this is a good primer. It's also good on its own, like if you don't have much time and you just want to put something on your lid. I have these in darker colors, so they would be great for that. I just feel like this gold one is just a good base. Like, no matter what eyeshadow look I'm doing, I can put that gold one on and it'll probably turn out alright. Alright, so next I'm going to go in with the e.l.f. Pigment eyeshadow. And this is in, I think, nude or something. It is so messy, I'm not going to lie. Like, that is something I don't appreciate about this shadow. Okay, this is the e.l.f. Professional Blending Brush. I'm going to just dab that in the cap where there's some loose pigment going on. And I'm just putting that in the crease. It's kind of shimmery, but I think it's really pretty. This is just kind of a daytime look. Honestly, when I started this, I didn't know what I was going for, but yeah, just decided daytime look. So, that's just a really easy way to just define your crease and give your eyes a little bit more interest, a little more life. Like I said, it is daytime. I'm just staying at home, so I don't need to go crazy on this stuff. Alright, so I'm going to go in with the highlighter color. I actually think I'm going to use a smudge pot for this. This is the e.l.f. Smudge Pot in Pearls of Wisdom. And I'm just going to see what happens. I've never used it for this before. But what do we got to lose, right? Alright, so I'm going to try to blend this out. Okay, what do you think? Did I get a glow? Not really, not that much. Okay, now I'll go in with the e.l.f. Under Eye Concealer and Highlighter, and we'll just try the highlight side. Just good excuse to use all of your e.l.f. products, you know, because I always have high-end stuff that I love, but, you know, when you own it, you should use it. I'm just taking whatever's left on the sponge and just kind of taking it above the brows. Okay, so next I'm going to go ahead and do my brows, speaking of brows. So I was debating whether I wanted to use the eyebrow kit or the eyebrow lifter and filler. I'm going to take a risk and try the lifter and filler. I feel like this comes on very heavy. So I'm just taking the smallest, lightest of strokes, the really light hand, to just kind of get a nice natural look. So compared to the other eye, I mean, it's definitely darker. I mean, if you didn't know me, you'd say, oh, well, she has really dark hair, so her brows must be really dark. But if you notice, they're pretty much medium brows, I would say. They're not that dark, they're not that thick. I honestly don't have to do too much work with them, and they turn out okay. So I'm gonna take a spoolie and go through my brows, kind of brush it up and over. This is just to try to blend out some of that extra color that I didn't need. Up and over. Okay, so on the other end of that product was the lifter side, and that is a white kind of creamy color. So this is supposed to carve out your brows and give you more of a defined brow. So I'm going to do that on both sides. Next, I'm going to be using the e.l.f. waterproof eyeliner crayon in pitch black. I'm going to do my waterline and tightline with this. I'm going to mix it up today, and I'm going to actually do my the eyeliner that you can see on the exterior is going to be brown, but I'm doing black on the waterline and tightline just to mix things up, you know. I honestly don't find these that great for the waterline and tightline. I mean, they get the job done, I guess, but like you can hardly see the black on there. I think I'm going to change it up. That's not going to work for me. Let's try the e.l.f. waterproof shadow liner. So this is a different, but it's also black. Maybe I can get some pigment out of this one. A little better. Okay, so I'm just going to show you the difference of tightlining and waterlining. Look at this eye is done, this eye is not done. So it's just a little bit of a subtle look. If you're not really going for a dramatic look, you could just leave it at that with some eyeliner, but I want to change it up. Okay, so if you hear construction, it's because we live in a construction area and it is during a work day, so they are out and about. This is the waterproof eyeliner crayon, but this one is in brown. So it's actually the same thing I just used in black, but in brown. And I'm actually just going to blend these out because I don't want a stark line. I just needed a little bit of color since my shadow is so light. Alright, let me blend that out with my finger. Okay, I went in, going in with the Smudge Pot in Pearls of Wisdom again. Just on the inner corner of the eye. I just couldn't stand not having a nice highlight in there. And again, I'm just using my finger, a different finger this time because the other fingers are getting kind of dirty. I used them for the under the brow product. I used them for the smudging the eyeliner. So, okay, that's just a little pop of color. Or I guess I should say lack of color if it's white. Sorry, my voice keeps going in and out. I've been out sick, so dental procedure, which I'm going to do a video on next. So I'm going to curl my lashes with the e.l.f. eyelash curler, and then I'm going to prime them with the e.l.f. mascara primer. Okay, so I wanted to show you what the e.l.f. mascara primer looks like when you put it on. It's a white wand, and it goes on white, and then you put your regular mascara on top of it, and it's supposed to make your lashes hold the curl and stay, I don't know if it's supposed to make them bigger, but just stay the way you made them in the morning. Okay, so I primed both sets of lashes. You can see they kind of look a little crazy with the white, but I actually don't have an e.l.f. mascara. I haven't heard that good of things about it, so I just have never pulled the trigger on that. But I'm going to just use my Rimmel London one. Hey, I think I did pretty well. That was the only product that I didn't have that was e.l.f. So, that and like the sponge, I guess you could say. Next, I'm going to go in with some powder. This is the e.l.f. HD loose powder. And it'll be good to just set everything, but I think that I don't need too much because it's dry out and I have dry skin, but just a little bit to set my under eye concealer and all that fun stuff. Okay, I changed my mind. This is the e.l.f. clarifying pressed powder in ivory, and I'm using the e.l.f. flawless concealer brush, and I'm using that to set my under eye. It's pretty light, that's why this is ivory. And then I'm going to go in with the HD powder all over the rest of my face, just to set everything in. And for that, I'm going to use the e.l.f. small tapered brush, which is just a little bigger. And I'm just gonna pop that on the T-zone. Anywhere that there's a chance I might get a little oily. It's kind of a slim chance when you're me, but I really am just not impressed with this packaging. I mean, every time I use it, I feel like I get it everywhere, and I have to like kind of backtrack, and it's all over my desk right now. Not going to lie, I'm not a fan, but I own it, therefore I will use it. All right, so next is lips. Okay, for lips, I'm going to be using the e.l.f. Moisturizing Lipstick, and this is in Wink Pink. And it's just a nice mid-tone, not really, it's kind of light. A nudie, mauve-y, rosy pink. Does that make any sense? Then I'm going to be using the Hyper Shine Gloss, and this is in Berry Cherry. It's upside down. And I'm just clicking the bottom to get a little more product out. And I'm just going to put it on the center of the lip. And then I'm going to use the e.l.f. Lip Definer, and what's it called? Let me see. Okay, it's the e.l.f. Lip Definer and Shaper. Woo! It's got two ends. One side is nude and the other side is like a natural pinky color. Sorry, doggy. Go get it. All right, so I'm going to use the nude color and just outline the outer parts of my lips. This should just make your lips look a little bigger. And now I'm going to use the Define end, and it's just, like I said, a natural pink. All right. Well, that is the finished look. I actually don't have an e.l.f. setting spray, but this is just a very natural, everyday look using all e.l.f. products. So I thought it'd be really interesting to add up the price of the products, but I would say I'm definitely within $30. Especially given that they do sell it for 50% off a lot of the time and during the year, just randomly they'll have specials. So if you haven't used e.l.f. before, it's eyeslipsface.com. They have great deals. Keep in mind that they do have 50% off sale, so don't do it. Don't do it until they're on sale, because it's just silly to waste your money. Anyway, if you have any other questions or any of the other e.l.f. products that you know I own that you want to see me use, let me know in the comments below, and I will. Thanks for watching. Bye.